Finally it's worked. This has been about the 10th attempt in order to get this thing to work, but here we are at long last. Actually, I'm glad I started here in a way, because I'm going to show you all something real quick. I'm not streaming off with your friends' stream elements, that's a lie. Oh, here's some Ferraris. Ferrari classic challenge, I guess. I forget what that name of the series is, but the smell of warm engine is quite evident here. But the real good stuff is in this little tent here, and you'll see in a minute. I was looking at these earlier. 93 Williams, which is that there, driven by Damon Hill, and what looks suspiciously to me like a 92, I want to say, McLaren, not 93. It's the MP470, yeah, I thought so. It's one of the MP variety. MP standing for McLaren Project 4, so that's why it's got MP4, that's why the number 4's in there. So you had McLaren International, but it was formed by Ron Dennis, who owned Project 4 Motorsport in Formula 3000, so that's where the MP4 name comes in. Ford Escort Mexico, I mean, you know.
Thank you, Andrew.
Supercar display, which is down here. F1 cars on track at the moment.
People who were here 30 years ago.
But this really gets me about these things. Look at that, that's just a bare chassis. The seat's like on the floor. I mean, you're right down here, so this is the literal driver's view that you get. That's literally the view. So you are as on the floor as can be. That's not the motors, is it? It is the motors, I thought it was. I thought I recognised the chassis around it. I remember speaking to somebody about this a few years ago, and the motors are a pretty dope car to be fair, I think that motor's got to like 140 miles an hour around Mallory Park a few years ago. Some stalls as well. I don't know if you can hear that noise in the background, but that is a great sound. Great sound. We'll look at some more cars in a minute. I started up here because this is the best place to go to start a live stream on Twitch, it would seem. And then it just follows you, then the signal I think just follows you around, which is bizarre. Bizarre, that's way too expensive for me. All sorts. Oh, mugs again. Castrol little mug. Yeah. I love the sort of authentic looking Golf toolbox. All this furniture is made to order. And look at the prices on them as well, that. So this particular Golf one, the footstool, which is over there, that's like 350 quid. World's most expensive footstool. GT Supra model cars. I used to collect loads of these when I was a kid. I threw them all out, unfortunately, and I wish I hadn't now. Aluminium print of the Senna movie poster. That's going for 450 quid, which is a staggering thought. We're going to go around here. We're going to stay in this area because there's all sorts of stuff around the corner here that I want to take a look at. There's some Jaguars coming back. Jaguar Historic Challenge, which is mostly E-types. Here's an E-type. They have been sideways all morning at the old hairpin. And there was a big oil slick being laid down as well at Coppice, which caught a lot of them out as well.
A completely different race program tomorrow. Yeah.
What a great sound that is.
The 190.
I'm going to be in the way here, so I need to move.
It's the 193 from 1993. That's the main hits.
Luckily for me, there was no one behind me. I'll be some more Jaguars here. Amazing aren't in the Jaguar Classics, but they're not. They're in the 3-hour endurance race that's coming up at the end of today. This will only be a short stream, by the way, because I want to preserve my battery power, because I've had problems with my battery charging up. Everyone has a BMW going around. You're literally falling over things in this paddock. It's insane. But 2XK140s, which are absolutely gorgeous. I see an M3. I see a proper M3. We'll get to that in a minute. A couple of pre-war things here as well. That's an Aston Martin. These guys will be out tomorrow. But look at this. Look at this. Like, if I put this VOD onto YouTube, I hope to God it's kind with the thumbnail that it gives me. Because I would hate to have to do a screen print. But oh wow, yeah. You watch, every single thumbnail that YouTube will give me for this will be, oh, get out the way, get out the way. Never quite know where the front of an E-Type is. It's going to reverse, isn't it? So I'm going to have to come back out in a minute. BMW, oh, BMW proper sort of touring car from the 1970s. Got a Porsche, got a Ferrari, Bentley. We'll come on the front to see if I am correct. I am indeed correct. It is indeed a Bentley from the I want to say 1930s for this one, although it could be 20s actually. Like, I know nowhere near enough about these things to know for sure. 2 more classic Ferraris are up here, whoops. But I want to go to the M3s because those things are super cool. But yeah, 2 more classic Ferraris here from that particular championship. Here's a Cortina coming past. Probably the most active paddock I've ever seen in terms of things being driven around it. These things are proper. Like, for me, the only car that has any right to call itself an M3 are these things here. Get a peek in there. I can get away with that here. Oh, and the original sort of German Team Works colours as well. The UK team had a slightly different approach to their livery. Let's do something. I'll get you in there real quick. Have a little look. Like, I love the interior of an M3 or a car from that era. And right next to it is an MG. So there you go. Let's now move around here. There's some more Ferraris over here, so we're going to check those. And then we'll go down to the next row as well, because there's even more stuff down there. I did say that when I came here last week, this paddock could be absolutely jammed and chaotic, and it's certainly turned out to be the case. I've got to keep eyes in the back of my head as well to make sure there's nothing coming up behind me. Again, you know, the Ferrari sort of Ferrari cars are pretty good. They're probably the slowest cars that I've seen out there, to be fair, but they're still pretty decent. More cars being driven around everywhere you look. Let the Junior Alpha through. There's actually, I think there's actually an Alpha Challenge happening as well. I want to try and find that. That's going to be running all through tomorrow. Like, not everything that's racing today is racing tomorrow. I think it's actually, it's basically a two one-day meetings, it feels like it anyway. But things are arriving and sort of leaving all the time. Through here we've got now you see Lotus, the Elan, which is an absolute gem. I see some Mini Coopers over there as well. There's a Mini Cooper over there, look, just being manoeuvred around. I've ever seen such a busy paddock. Cooper, Lotus. But there's some minis over here as well. There's a whole fleet of like touring cars over here as well, which is more my thing. There's one of the Alphas that I saw. There's a whole raft of them over there, over sort of in that area as well. That's where I tried to start the stream originally. It wouldn't start up. Here's a Mini Cooper. I mean, how can you not? I'd imagine that'll be in the HDRC trophy tomorrow, as will these ones here. There's like a lot of cars also setting up. There's the Jaguar type parks over there. Mini Austin A30. And then you've got things like this as well, which again is just, I love the modern racing seats in this thing, but it's all as was inside pretty much, except for the tachometer. Ignore the tachometer, we don't care about that. Hi Solar Hawk, how are you? Ford Fiesta. We go from like Lotus and what have you to Coopers to a good old honest Ford Fiesta. I'm doing right, my back is a bit hurting me, but we're getting through it, just about. I need to take like a load of pain pills and stuff. And oh, a Vauxhall Chevette, but how could you not? I mean, I'm more familiar with seeing footage of these things on a rally stage than a race track, I'm not going to lie, but this paddock is freaking chaotic, to say the least. Like, there's traffic everywhere, there's noise everywhere. Oh, what, the Chevette or the Fiesta? I'm imagining the Chevette. The Chevette was a dope car, dude. Really was. There's an Alpha. That is indeed a Capri, yeah. The Ford Capri, the precursor to the Ford Sierra Cosworths. And all the footage I've seen of these things, particularly from like the 1987 British Touring Car Championship and stuff like that, they looked incredibly difficult to drive. Looked like they were on the edge all the time. There's a Jaguar E-Type being pushed back. We've got here a Aston Martin, I think. Is it Aston Martin? It is an Aston Martin. It is indeed. Have I been down here? I don't even know where I've walked, because there's like things everywhere. But oh, this looks nice as well. Like, cars from this era had such personality to them in their own way. I mean, you know, we've got here a full-on Chevy Camaro. What time is it? Bear with me a sec. 1:29. Okay, cool. So these cars are beginning to head out now, so they'll be parked up over here. We can take a look at that in a minute, actually. There's another E-Type in the background. And there's just things happening like all over the place. In fact, all those BMWs that I saw earlier are parked up there now. E-Type. Oh, what is this? I should know what this is. Is this a TVR? Actually, I want to say it is a TVR. Like a full-on sort of TVR Tuscan. But all the touring cars are now out here because they're going out next in about, what, 20 minutes? Which is why this is going to be a short stream. Plus, I'm going to be stopping this earlier than I planned because of my battery. I had battery problems this morning, so, and signal problems today, but these are the BMWs there. And there's even a Ford RS 500 at the front of the queue. Just, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can't. I can't zoom in like I said last night, but that's the car just there at the front, and then BMW, lots of BMWs. There's Ford Escort there as well, and there's a whole host of Lotus Cortinas back there as well in the U2 TC category, the under 2 litre touring car category. Hey, check this out. I think this guy won. I think it's safe to say. Sorry about the sniffing as well, by the way. But we've had a bit of action at the old hairpin. We had a car lose a wheel at the old hairpin this morning. Footage of that on YouTube tonight. A Jaguar did a nice, lovely 360. Footage of that on YouTube tonight. So we've had our moments. There's a plane for you. Looks like it's banking. It's an EasyJet flight. I want to try and find the car that lost the wheel, actually. That'll be quite fun. You just identify planes from like miles away. It's hilarious, so look, it really is. But I'm going to be back on tomorrow to do the pit garages, because there's more stuff in there as well. But this is just literally a quick diving up. We'll find the Formula 1 cars that are going round as well tomorrow. But I freaking love... There's no one around. I'm going to sneak in. I do love a Mustang. I love a bit of American muscle. That is freaking gorgeous. And I'm going to walk away before I get into trouble. It's for the content. It's for the content. Oh, and over here, we've got a lot of people, but we've also got another Ford Capri and a freaking Skyline, boys. It's got my surname on it, therefore it's mine. Now there's some TV people here. I imagine I'm going to get in the way there. They're also getting in the way of my live broadcast as well, but you know. Not sure why all the attention's here, to be honest. I suppose because two Skylines here in the UK is a bit of a rarity. But there's the rather lurid pink and silver. Why is there a film crew here? Oh, let's catch him coming out then. And we go from a Skyline GTR to a freaking gorgeous Bentley. I know, right? So look, I know. There's something about the sort of pre-war craftsmanship of things like this that I freaking love. I don't get why there's so much attention over there being filming, but there you go. The difference is they're live, I'm live and they're not. Therefore I am better in my warped little mind. We've got over here two more real quick, and then I'm going to get back to where I was. Aston Martin, I want to say. No, it's a Jaguar, that's alright. Thank you. Well, there's a couple of BTCC drivers here, but I'm not sure what all the attention was, to be honest. I mean, it is a unique car, I will agree. And I'm too sort of polite to dive in and ask. Oh, here's this car here. This is childhood right here. 1993 Courier Cross Vauxhall Cavalier, as driven in period by David Leslie and Harry Nuttall. Being wheeled into the assembly area. The late great David Leslie, has to be said. I want to find out what all this fuss is about. There's a load of people sort of gathered around, and I don't know what the hell they're doing or what the heck they're meant to be looking at. and I'm going to dive in, well not dive in, but I'm going to look, sort of stand back a little bit and have a little look and see exactly what is going on here. There's a big boom mic. They're doing an interview as well, look. Oh, well, he's filming that with a microphone. They're filming something else, look. I feel like there's a story here and I'm missing it, but I don't know what the story is, so I keep dropping out. Okay, so look, no problem. Hopefully the VOD will be intact. It should be, we'll see. But I've had trouble with the stream all day, so it doesn't surprise me, to be honest. There's a Ford Escort Mark 1 coming in. More at home rallying than in racing, but there you go. Anyway, I'm going to stop there because my battery will die before I'm done if I don't. Back tonight, back tomorrow, and yeah, I'll see you all soon. Take care, so long. Goodbye everybody.